Can parents have fun? Woo, this is what I want to talk about today. Can parents have fun? What do you think? I mean, is life supposed to be just so hard and stern? Because, I mean, listen, can parents have fun? That is the question. I think when we were young people, parents, I'm talking to you, when we were young, oh my goodness, I mean, again, there's different levels of fun, right? I remember when I was, in kindergarten, first grade, elementary school, we used to go to the sandbox and just have fun, right? Or we play tag, hide and seek, right? And then, you get older and then now it's more sophisticated and then, become a teenager and, it's different fun. We used to go to the arcade and have fun or go roller skating. Oh my gosh, those were the good old days. And we just have a good time, right? And then you get older and then all of a sudden, it's almost like, you graduate, from high school, college, and all of a sudden you become this adult. And this adult, it's almost like you strangle, right, the child out of you. And so what I'm here to say is, can parents have fun? Absolutely. Yes, they can. And yes, we will. Yes, we will. Why? Why is it so important? Because I'm here to say this. Life is to be enjoyed. I'm going to say it again. Life is to be enjoyed. I get it. There's stresses. I get it. I am juggling a lot as well. Sometimes I'm just caught up in the busyness of life. I don't know how I'm going to make it, right? I mean, things are just moving so fast. And then, I'm like, whew, another day, another week, another month, another year passes by. And what I want to encourage you is life is to be fun. Can parents have fun? Absolutely. Absolutely. And yes, you can, there's a time when, the discipline, right? Because we want our children to grow and be accountable for their actions and for them to grow and maximize their potential. Yes, I get all that. And I also understand that, we can enjoy the journey too. Success is not a destination. Success is a journey. And so you want to make sure you're enjoying this thing called life every single day. And so what is your thing? What do you do for fun? For me, I love listening to music, right? I love going to live music concerts. I love that. I really do, and especially the small venues where, just a very, maybe no more than 100 people in the room and you see that guitarist playing or that vocalist singing. I mean, I'm like, yo, I love it. I love it. I love it. What? All right. Some of you are like, okay, Marlon, stick to your day job. But listen, I just like music. So that's one thing I do. Another thing I do, I just, call some other friends. Hey, let's get together. Let's go out to eat. And, we'll go out to eat, have some fun, right? I've even called some friends and we go hiking together, just being out in nature, talking and whatnot. And so for me, those are some activities that are fun. What do you do for fun? I mean, really, when it's all said and done and you're 97 years young and you look back on your life, what's going to really matter? Huh? Is it going to be, your bank account or the car you drove or the clothes you wore? I mean, maybe that's your thing. But for me, it's going to be the treasured memories and the loving relationships. Straight up. The treasured memories and the loving relationships. Whoa! I mean, I'm just getting excited, right? Because, even when I came on this video, I've got a lot going on. But yet, it's a choice. It's a choice to be happy. It's a choice to be sad. It's a choice to be excited. It's a choice to be depressed. It really is. I'm not a jukebox, right? Where somebody can, punch my buttons and, cause me to feel a certain way. No, I take control, right? Someone's opinion of me does not have to become my reality. And so I want to encourage you, do something good for you every single day, right? And, maybe you're not going out, or going hiking or going to concerts every night, but there's still something fun that you can do. Maybe it's, if you're an artist, maybe re-tapping into, drawing. If you like poetry, maybe it's, tapping into the poetry. For some of you, it might be, I just like to just chill. Straight up, I just like to chill, right? Or you might even have a, favorite TV show. Okay, but what I'm saying is, be good to you. Be good to you. Because when it's all said and done, I think our children, when they have a better version, a happier version of their parent, it overflows. It overflows. And that's why I'm saying when you are happy, when you're excited, man, your kids can feel that. So life doesn't have to be all hard. Yeah, there's going to be some challenges in life. I get that. And I also understand is this, that, I still have the power to choose, right? I can carve out 20 minutes, an hour, maybe on the weekends, every weekend, I'm going to do something. Like I know some couples, they do date night. I think that is fantastic. Date night. One of my good friends, Tony, he and his wife, Elisa, every Friday they go out date night. So don't call Tony after 6:30 p.m. on Friday night, right? Because he and Elisa are out. They're doing something. See, you have to be intentional. Life doesn't happen to you. Life happens for you. And so with that, you got to say, you know what? Okay, I'm able-bodied. I have my mind. I have the ability. And it doesn't have to be something that you have to even spend money on, to have fun, right? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, to have fun. If it's like, hey, okay, I'm just going to go walking in uptown, or downtown, in my city. Or I'm going to, hey, we're going to go you get a basketball and go, play some basketball, Now, I can't play basketball like I used to, so maybe we'll play a game of horse, all right? Just something easy. But my point is that there's things that you can do, right? And so I really wanted to share that with you because, again, yes, life can be fun. It can be fun. And I want to encourage you to make the time to say, you know what? Okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So here's what I'd like for you to do. In the comment section, I want you to write down, what are you committed to doing to having more fun in your life? And just share some of the ideas that you have. Because I believe by you posting your comments, others in the, watching this video will look at your comments and they'll say, oh, wow, I never even thought of that. We can learn from each other. So that's really what I want to encourage you to do. You deserve to have fun. Fun, right? I mean, again, I get it. We have more responsibilities and we have to pay bills and we've got responsibilities with our children and we've got work responsibilities. I get all that. And at the same time, I really believe that by you making it a priority to have fun, I promise you, all the other areas of your life are going to increase. When I first resigned from Hewlett Packard, a friend of mine, Matt Weinstein, had created this organization called Playfair, where we were going on college campuses and speaking to young people during orientation programs and really having a lot of fun. He wrote a book called Putting Fun to Work, where research studies show that when you are having fun, you're more productive. I mean, let that sink in. When you're having fun, you're more productive. And so I want to encourage you, have fun. I know, right now you might be like, well, Marlon, I don't know how to have fun. You may be saying that. Type it in the comment section. I'll give you some additional ideas, and we can just share. Because again, what you do today will dictate where you'll be tomorrow. And I think the worst to me, with all this potential that we have full potential, right? I mean, we have access to things. I mean, you're watching this video, I'm recording it. I mean, we're not in the same room. I mean, we have these cell phones, we've got technology advances. I mean, it's amazing what we have. But even with all of the technological advances, our health, we're living longer, still so many people are just kind of caught up in the routine. Right? Routine, just doing something over and over. And it becomes like a habit, right? I mean, sometimes it's on autopilot, am I right? You wake up, you shower, you go eat breakfast, you go to work, you pick up the kids from school, you connect with them, have dinner, watch a little TV, get on the internet, go to bed. Next morning, you wake up, take a shower, go to breakfast, go take your kids to school, go to work, come home, pick them up, eat dinner, get on the internet, watch a little TV, go to bed. And it's just like this continuous cycle. And all I'm saying is, life, yeah, it can, that's part of the routine. And it's so important for you to say, you know what? I'm going to have fun too. So what can you do every day to have more fun, more joy in your life? I hope this has really touched you. Because I'm very clear that you can't give what you don't have, and when I am feeling my best, it overflows. My children can feel it. And that's what you want to give them permission. Have them. Because when they see dad, mom having fun, it's going to be like, oh, okay, that's life. Remember, our children are watching us. They learn more from what we do than what we say. That's real talk. And so I wanted to encourage you to really anchor that and have more fun. Do something fun and type in the chat box. What are you going to do? I'm really excited to hear from you. Okay, the comment box, the comment section. Post your comment because it matters. We can learn from each other. So I am Marlon Smith reminding you, have fun, right? Enjoy, because that's what life is about. It's not about just being, just going through misery. It's about saying, just like as a child, how we used to have fun. The rain would come and we used to jump in the puddle. I know now we avoid puddles, right? But I'm here to say that childlike spirit is still within you. And so I'm excited to hear from you. Again, continue sharing these videos. The feedback's been phenomenal. We're hearing a lot of people say, wow, this is really pretty cool. And so I want to encourage you to join us as we continue making a difference. Each one teach one, each one reach one. I am Marlon Smith, and this is Overflow Parenting. Until we meet again, stay blessed.